dark today. We have a cloudy day. And our temperatures dropped by like, it was like 30 on the weekend, and then it was like 26, 25 yesterday. And it's 20 today, so it's not cold, but, you know, it's cold. So. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this one. And I'm not sure what we're gonna do with it, but I think we might need to use some new paper that's coming out. See, this is the thing, when you go in not knowing what you're gonna make, you're just not organized. So, this is new paper coming in the mini catalog for September to January. It might be the online exclusives, but I'm like 95% certain it's in the catalog. It's called Lights of Aurora. And we got Azure, Balmy Blue, Basic Blackberry, Burst, Blackberry, Bliss, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Last Lagoon, Petunia Pot, Pool Party, and Very Vanilla. And it's so pretty. So 6x6, and we get, like, I don't know, it feels like more than 4 of each design. And I want to see if I can turn this one into a snowbank and have like some of my animals skiing down it. So I think we're gonna use that one. And then we might have to use that one, that's actually prettier. Go. And then the back sides are just basic colors with little bits of definitions in different spots, or light or dark spots. So I'm going through this paper somewhat fast. It does have a scent, and I don't like scents, especially since there's a headache right in the back. It's there. So, alright. So, the Global Design Project Challenge this month, or this week, was 4 words or letters, ABCs. And this is the biggest word set I think I have. So, I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet, but we're going to do it. So, I'm just going to start doing some die cutting. I'm going to use mostly blacks because I want the silhouettes. Here comes Mr. O'Malley. Right on cue. Hi. Oh, you're actually trying to sit on me. So, some of us are a little tired, and it's a little weird because Tori is off with the family, and when she comes back, it will be back to school. I think, actually, I'm gonna use this one too. So, thanks for being patient with me this week. I normally do Mondays, but I was pretty sore on Monday, and I tweaked something in my shoulder, and then on top of that, I was just tired from all the summer fun. Hi, Cheryl. So I switched it to Wednesday, and then Wednesday morning, I ended up so dizzy, and then Mr. O'Malley came by, and he bopped me right in a spot. I was so dizzy, and then in trying to avoid falling on him, I tweaked my elbow. So yesterday I couldn't really move my elbow very well. So I was like, I'm switching it till Thursday. Which I might keep because I don't do anything generally Thursdays. Although I generally don't do things now that school's back. Mondays won't be as much of a problem. How was your weekend, Cheryl? We miss you in our Wednesday night classes. So I'm just gonna die cut these out. And then, so these ones don't fully cut out like a normal die. Like these ones, it cuts out the full thing and it pops out just like normal. These ones don't. They stick in so you can kind of readjust. And I've spent a good chunk of time trying to figure out how to do it best, and I gave up. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna cut them, and then I can trim them off after. Okay, need that to go there. And then I want stylish shapes. Should be back for September. Woohoo! Alright, so what size is this? I have 2 papers here. I have no nails, so it's been very tricky to get things off. Okay, so I want... This is a very crooked piece of paper. Work. Alright, 4. So I was making our PDF this morning for our class from last night, and it was a really cool card show. You missed it. And the music cranks and I'm working away, and then O'Malley comes and sits on me, but he kind of like slips off and he goes onto the keyboard. And so all of a sudden our keyboard, or our PDF, had a whole bunch of letters and words that made absolutely no sense. I'm going to change this out because I want something a smidge bigger. So yeah, it was like letters and numbers and just like crazy. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, I think that will work perfectly. And I don't want it to move. So I'm gonna use my post-it reposting positional tape. Yeah, O'Malley knocked a whole bunch of stuff, moved it all around, added all these numbers and letters, and he's just sitting there all happy with himself, purring away. So then I moved him, came back, and then he's sitting on me, and I'm now then trying to do the PDF with one hand. Alright, so normally when we cut out the circles, it's because we want the circle. I want the, I guess, like, the, is it called the negative side? I want the opposite, so this can be saved for something else. So I love reorganizing and keeping everything all organized. And I'm like having a crazy moment. Stamping Up announced that we're going to lose our red rubber stamps, which I am a little sad for. Actually, I'm a lot sad for. I love red rubber. It's definitely my favorite. And they are going to also lose the hang on. I want both colors. There's probably a simpler way to do this, but I'm just gonna do it this way. So we're gonna lose the Stamping Up Rate markers, which I'm not shocked about. Most of us use the blends. And you can't buy them separately. So if you're gonna buy them, you have to buy the whole color set. So like the Regals or the blend, whatever they all are, I can't remember. And so I was like, well, that's cool, that's fine. Still sad about the red rubber. And then they announced, because we're getting rid of the red rubber, that I'm just making sure this will line up. We're gonna lose the stamp cases. They're gonna switch our cases out instead, and they're gonna use pouches, kind of like what the dies come in, which I always cut up and use for my embellishments and things. And so I'm like waiting impatiently, because they say they're 5 by 9, I think, but you know, it's different on how it's gonna organize. And then it's exciting because it will take up less space, but I like to use the side to find what stamp I want to use. But from a storage point of view, the new folders will look awesome and take up so much less space, which is very great. Hi, Marsky. Late to the party. Well, technically, we're all late since, you know, it's supposed to be Monday. Slacking on the job here. But yeah, so now I'm like, how big are they? What kind of containers will I put them in? How will I organize my new stuff? So, as demos, we'll get some of the first new storage in October. And then I think they said it will roll out just probably January for the next catalog. So I think all the red rubber will go on sale, with the exception of the new catalogs, or the annual catalog. Okay, so I want to do that. And I know we're thinking this should probably be in black, but I wanted to have a bit of contrast. Yeah, seriously, how to confuse them. Yes. Okay, so I forgot to take off the little mini mountain. Alright, so because this one is going to be at my bottom, I'm going to actually just adhere that. Now, we'll have to add a little bit of extra adhesive after, but it kind of just gives you the base, right? Even that looks cool. And then, I'm gonna again add and then I'm gonna go up just a little bit. So I had a really nice lady give me positive feedback on my YouTube channel about making sure I'm saying what I'm doing, especially since sometimes I'm off camera, which I don't mean to be, I just am sometimes. And so she's like, say more about what you're actually doing in colors and all that. I'm like, that's brilliant, because, you know, I'm always running out of things to say. Alright, so now I'm going to take my sticky scissors and I'm going to trim this off. So, and I bought this mat for Tori. Her mat was gross after our summer. It was beyond cleaning and saving. I tried, trust me, and just could not get it. And so I bought her this one, and then since they said they're getting rid of the red rubber, which is generally my favorite, I was like, oh, I'm gonna need a better cushion, because my mat is great, like I love it, but it's not really cushiony, which isn't ideal for photopolymer. You need that mat underneath, and so I'm like, oh, I'll just try Tori's. And I'm like, this looks great. The problem is it's Tori's, so we're not gonna tell her that I'm using it. Perfect. So I'm gonna again just trim off a little bit here. It's kind of silly to make your card upside down, but I find just for doing this type, it works really well. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I do think it probably would have worked really good in black too, again with this stuff, but I just wanted it to, or blue, or would have looked good actually with Misty. A Misty or a Night of Navy. And so I'm just tucking in the other mountain right in the back there. Go. Just have to be careful since there's little crevices in here for your details. And then we have two options. Oh, I kind of like it like that. Okay, so the star of the card is supposed to be the words. And this word is ginormous. And so I was thinking we would do it in black. Or on black with some white embossing. Right. Sorry, I just need to take that for I'm pretty happy with a bunch of my new meds, but one of the side effects of almost all of them, I swear, is dry mouth. And it's really bad in the morning because I haven't drank enough water yet. Alright, so I took away my sticky bits. Where are the boys this morning? O'Malley's watching the birds right out the window right here. And Oscar is probably watching the squirrels from the kitchen. I was making a PDF for our Wednesday class, Marsky, and O'Malley came and sat on the keyboard. And so he added a lot of information that only made sense if you speak cat. And then I had to fix it all with one hand because he was then laying on top of me. So I keep my heat embossing patterns just in these little containers that I got at the dollar store. And then I have a really old spoon. Just tap off a little bit of the excess. I do have a brush. I don't use it too often though, because one, it has little fluffies always attached, which then cuts off, and two, if you're shaky and you go in and mess it up. So unless there's a really big blob, I don't use that brush too much. Alright, I don't know if I've heat embossed on camera before, so it's gonna get noisy, and I don't think this is also gonna match. So you might have to entertain yourself for a second. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna reach, so. Oh, helps if I push the extra power button. Go. Alright, so when I heat emboss, I actually heat with the tool gun underneath. I find it doesn't bubble quite as much. And I find when it kind of curls paper a little bit, right? So I find it curls better that way. Betty Buzz to be back at school today. Possibly. I can't remember if she said she was. She probably doesn't even know I'm on because I messed up the schedule. I am thinking I'll keep it back on Mondays, but I might start at 10:30 just because that's generally when lots of people show up. But we'll see. Maybe. So, Stampin' Up! Did a really cool, fun thing for their demos. They did a craft along thing, and I think they were making 6 cards from a sheet of 12x12 DSP. And so I got to, I started watching it, and then I had to go because I had class, but it was so cool, so I'm going to watch the rest of that today. That was a pretty nice, fun extra bonus. I hope they'll do it again. even though you're not like in person, you're still kind of with the community, it feels like, right? So it's cool. And I gotta take a bunch of pictures of cards. Hi, there goes O'Malley. Oscar's playing with something, so O'Malley's gotta go approve of what Oscar's chasing. Oh, you forgot to watch the craft along? It's in the demo Facebook page, so you can go back and watch it. They had some technical difficulties, and so there's part A, B, and C. Facebook was not working yesterday. I couldn't watch any videos. Good thing everyone I watched was live on Facebook at the same time. And I'm getting no notifications. Okay, so that's gonna go there. Now, I can leave it with the white on white, but the challenge is letters and words. The demo planning place, I think. Demo planning, yeah, I think it's called demo planning place. So, because the challenge is words and letters, we could use a bunch of these words on the background in like navy blue or something. Yeah, Facebook's been weird lately. So yeah, so what do you think? Should we leave it white on white, nice and simple, or should we add more words going all different directions? Yeah, I hear the tree. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing that Facebook's free. Because it's definitely having some issues. Okay, yawn. Sorry. We had our Wednesday class last night, and I love Wednesdays. There's so many crafty things, and I was actually quite busy yesterday. And but our class doesn't end until normally around 8, and I normally am in bed with my feet like up so that I can feel a little better for like 4:35. So I was pretty tired. Alright, so let's see. Journey, adventure, you're amazing. Can't wait to see you again. Just breathe and take it slow. Cheers to another. So I could do adventure. It's probably the wrong route to go about it since I already put it down. So, well, let's try it. Where's my color package for a second? Is it navy? Oh, there's no navy in here. Interesting. Well, there's going to be navy on the card now. So I don't know what we should do. I don't want to wreck it. I should have done it first. Alright, well, we'll just go hold our breath. It's paper. It's okay. So, I'm going to get a little piece of scrap. I'm just going to tear it in half. And we're going to try not to get it on the paper. I'm going to probably have to go off camera just for a second. Adventure. Okay, I'm just going to have to move it down for a second, sorry. Adventure. Okay, and then so I want to pretend that there's words right in between here. And so if you were smart, you would have done this before you cut out your circle. But since, you know, I decided to change it at the end, at the beginning here. And we're just gonna stagger them a little bit so it looks like it's basically like our own DSP with words written. It definitely works though for a letter. The letter challenge, so there you go. Alright, so yeah, if you were smart, you would have done that on your white, then cut out your circle. But still doable afterwards. Just clean that off. Doing a letter and a word challenge seems silly for me. I don't do words very well. Or adventure. And you are amazing. Then I want to put it on here. Actually, I think we're gonna mat it on black, so then we still get a bit of the contrast. Plus, you can't go wrong with matte black. You just can't. If you're always stuck, try black. Oh yeah. just gonna give a little wipe. Just so I don't get it on my card base. Because I did come off the paper a little bit. It looks great. Thanks, Marcy. Alright, card base. And then just wait what we're going to top it off with. And I have not shown Tori these yet. Because it's really cool. And she's going to want them. Hey, Connie. Late to the party. That's right. Okay, so we're not telling Tori about these yet. I need to use them because they're so pretty. So with the Aurora paper, I think there's a suite, but there's dies, and then there's these beautiful embellishments: frosted iridescent dots, balmy blueberry burst clear, and gorgeous grape. And I don't know if the camera will do it justice, but they are so cool. I don't know how to make them look cooler. But they're really cool. They're really fun. So I'm gonna add a couple. I think we're gonna go with the purple. Now, the thing with these ones are, because the Aurora has so many colors, do you mix and match on your paper or your project? Or do you do all the same color? I've done all the same color for today. I don't know if my brain can handle going different, but. Alright, so there's my card. Celebrating letters and words for the Global Design Project Hub. With new products. I love this paper. So yeah, so I hope you like it, and thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for coming in on today, Thursday, instead of Monday. I appreciate it. And I will see you all later at some point. Have a good day.